Hello, friends. Welcome to Story Behind Podcast. This is the show for people who love hearing a good story and who believe the world could use more positivity. We're the team behind GodUpdates and GodTube, and we hope these weekly short stories will brighten your day.
Florida man meets the son who had been searching for him for almost 40 years. Written by Julie Provost, read by Julie Provost. A man meets his son after almost 50 years, and what an emotional greeting it was. Terry Moore and his son, Mike Martinez, finally met at the Tampa International Airport for the first time, thanks to a DNA test. Fox 13 Tampa Bay was there to capture this special moment. "I'm going to hug him and cry," Terry says, as he waited patiently for his son. At 75 years old, he just found out he was a father. Terry never expected any of it, was very happy with the news. In fact, he shared it everywhere he went, from the bank to the hardware store to the post office. He's quite the proud dad. Terry and his wife Mary never had any children of their own. But just a few days before the special reunion, they did find out he had a son from a brief relationship before he and Mary married, Mike Martinez. As for Mike, he had been looking for his father for a very long time. He's 48 and he's been hunting for me since he was 9 years old, Terry shared. Mike, who lives in Houston, used Ancestors.com and worked with a genealogist to find Terry. He was able to locate a relative who contacted Terry. When asked what Mike and his fiancée should call him, Terry said, "I've always wanted somebody to call me Dad." In the video, Mike and Terry greet one another with a big hug. You can see the love flowing between the father and son, who've only spoken on the phone up until that point. And it had only been 5 days since Terry had even found out about Mike. "We just clicked, you know," Mike shares. "We've been really, really close since then, and I'm glad to have this moment right now." Mike shared that he and his fiancée hope to start a family of their own soon. It was important to him to finally find his father after all these years. The two have a lot of catching up to do. I never dreamed of it. I mean, this is way out of the ordinary, you know? And to find out that somebody really wanted to be with me, enough to where they hunted for me for 40 years, that gets you in the heart, Terry says. And it certainly does. What a special moment for both father and son. May they enjoy getting to know one another and making memories together in the years to come. Finally, all of you, be like-minded, be sympathetic, love one another, be compassionate and humble. 1 Peter 3:8.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Parenting can be tough, but no one should have to do it alone. With your support, families can thrive in Christ. Focus on the Family provides biblical wisdom, practical tools, and Christ-centered encouragement to parents navigating discipline, faith conversations, and everyday challenges. Together, we can equip families to grow stronger in faith and love. Help us equip parents to raise their children with biblical truth. Learn more at focusonthefamily.com/equipfamilies.
A sneaky brown tree snake slithers into an oven in Australia and luckily doesn't get cooked. Written by Heather Riggleman, read by Julie Provost. A sneaky brown tree snake slithers into an oven in Australia and luckily doesn't get cooked. Some moments take your breath away. Stretch time just a bit longer, asking you to pause and take it all in. And then there are moments when something slithers into your oven and time moves all too fast. A homeowner in Rosemount, Australia found themselves face-to-face with one of those moments. A brown tree snake, long, snowy, and shockingly at home, had tucked itself right into the warming section of their oven, winding itself into the tight space as if it had been designed just for him. Now, there are two kinds of people in the world: those who run, arms flailing, the moment they realize they have an unexpected house guest with scales, and those who breathe deep, make a call, and stand still while a professional with steady hands coaxes the intruder back to where it belongs. The latter is exactly what happened here. Sunshine Coast snake catchers arrived, calm as a morning tide, shining a flashlight into the dark corner of the oven. "Holy heck, check out this brown tree snake that snuck into an oven," they later posted, marveling at the little escape artist who had squeezed itself into a place it most definitely did not belong. And then the work began. A snake hook eased under the reptile's body, gentle but firm. The snake hesitated, resisting the invitation to leave its newfound resting spot. But patience won out. The catcher, steady and sure, guided the snake out inch by inch until the full length of its twisted body was in the open. That does not belong in an oven, the professional said, and anyone watching had to agree. The snake, mildly venomous but mostly just startled, was secured in a bag and later released into the wild, away from the warmth of stovetops and unexpected homeowners. And here's what stays with me. Not the snake, not the impressive skill of the rescuer, but the way the homeowner didn't panic. The way they stood steady, watching as their problem was handled, letting the right hands do what needed to be done. Because isn't that the lesson we all need? Life has a way of sneaking in the unexpected. One minute everything is in order, the next something has coiled itself right in the middle of your plans. Fear says panic, anxiety says run, but wisdom says stand still. Make the call, trust that what doesn't belong will be carried away in time. Maybe it's a snake in the oven, maybe it's something else entirely. Either way, the same truth remains. Not everything that startles us is meant to stay. When I'm afraid, I put my trust in you. Psalm 56:3.
Thank you so much for listening to Story Behind Podcast. We're really glad you joined us for this week's story. To see photos and videos that may have been referenced in this episode, check out the links in the show notes. And if you enjoyed what you heard today, subscribe to our podcast, and please tell a friend about us. We'd also love it if you'd rate us and leave us a review. It really does help more people find us. Story Behind is a Salem Web Network production.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.